Hello everyone and welcome to another video on Tutorials Point with Ms.Richa. Today under the Corporate Management module, we will look at organization behavior effectiveness. Well, behavior is innate to most of the people, and when human beings are working in an organization, it is important and imperative to study how does their behavior affect the organization as a whole. It is a very interesting module and I'm really excited to teach you on this. Let's get started and see what is there on the agenda for us. Well, we will talk about organization behavior, the meaning of organization behavior, the nature as well as the scope of OB. We'll talk about contributing principles and certain disciplines which are need to be followed in organization behavior. We will talk about why we need to study organization behavior and what is the scope of work under OB. Differentiation between organization theory as well as organization behavior, and lastly we will talk about what are the challenges and opportunities for organization behavior. So friends, what exactly is organization behavior or OB in short? Well, it is the behavior or the field of study which investigates the impact of individuals, groups and structures on the behavior of the organization for the purpose of applying such knowledge towards improving organization effectiveness. It's really about studying human behavior and their behavior in turn affecting the organization. It is a systematic study of the behavior and attitudes of both the individuals as well as groups within the organization. So we're not really only studying individuals, we are also studying about groups under organization behavior. It concerns itself with the scientific study or the behavior process which occurs in work settings. Different people have a different way of working when they are working with many people in a work setting. So today we will talk about how does anybody or everybody's behavior affect each other in an organization. Well, certain rigor or principles of organization behavior, overall there are about 4 of them which we will look at. Organization behavior is more than common sense. Well, when people come and work in an organization, it is but natural that they need to not behave like a fool and they need to apply their common sense in different work settings. So it's really about using your common sense. Organization behavior looks at consistencies. We need to have people who are working not in a very erratic manner or behavior. We need to have behavior or attitude which is very consistent with the organization as a whole. You cannot expect somebody to behave in a very angry manner or behave in a very disturbing manners to the other people as well. So consistency in behavior is something which organization behavior really looks for in people. Organization behavior has a few absolutes, so we are really saying that there are some basic principles and values which are very absolutely necessary in an organization and you cannot not have them. Organization behavior takes a consistency or rather a contingency approach. What we are really saying is that management theory talks about that not one behavior is equal in every situation. You need to be not very rigid and more adaptable and flexible dealing with people in different situations in the organization. So friends, these are certain behavioral principles wherein we talk about organization behavior. Now there is another aspect which is known as organization theory. So organization behavior is different and organization theory, or OT it's called in short, is different. Let's take a look at what is organization theory. It focuses on the organization as a unit of analysis. Organization attributes such as goals, technology and the culture of organization really makes a lot of difference. While organization behavior focuses on humans and behavior, where organization theory focuses on the overall picture of the organization. So what is the difference between OB and OT? As we mentioned before, organization behavior emphasizes on scientific study of behavioral phenomena at an individual or a group level. So we are really looking at behavior and attitude of individual and people, whereas organization theory looks at or focuses on organization as a whole. Well, organization behavior or OB studies things at a very micro level. They get down to the nitty-gritties while they're studying human behavior, because human behavior is not something that you can study at a larger perspective. It has to be really got down to the lowest level at a micro level. Whereas OT studies things at a more more macro level, which is more theory oriented. So it looks at the organization, the culture as a whole in the organization. That's the basic difference between OB and OT. Well, certain contributing disciplines to the OB field, let's take a look at that. We'll talk about psychology, sociology, social psychology, anthropology and political science. Now these are different fields wherein we look into organization behavior, and we will talk about all of these in detail now. So what exactly is psychology? If you have studied psychology in your college or done a PhD in psychology, you will agree that psychology is basically studying a human nature or behavior, an attitude of individual. Why do humans behave the way they do in different situations and different circumstances? Well, what we are really looking at from an individual point of view, because psychology is to do with individuals, we're really looking at the way their learning is there, their motivation levels, their personality, their emotions, why do they feel the way they do. Talking about perception, the way of looking at things, their training, leadership effectiveness, how satisfied they are in their jobs, individual decision-making powers, talking about performance appraisal, talking about attitude measurement, why employees are selected in an interview and why they are rejected, work design as well as work stress. Now these are all contributing factors which will understand, or rather which will make people understand the psychic behind OB or organization behavior. Coming to sociology. Now sociology is different from psychology, and how is it? Sociology studies the people in, the behavior of people in relation to their fellow human beings. Man is a social animal, right? And he needs to be with people whenever he is interacting with them. So sociology really studies about how is the individual behaving when he is with his other fellow group beings. At a group level and at an organization level, two different things that we look at. At a group level, we look about their group dynamics, working in teams, communication within the team members, their power, status, the conflict, as well as the intergroup or interpersonal relationship between people. So what we're really saying is that when you are working as a team member, your behavior can make the other person's behavior or affect the other person's behavior as well. From an organization point of view, we are looking at formal organization theory, organization technology, organizational change, as well as organization culture. What we are really looking at is organization as a whole. What is their culture? What is the behavior pattern of the organization? Technology, theories, etc. at a macro level. So that's how sociology affects human behavior or organization behavior. Looking at social psychology. Now social psychology is a blend of concepts from sociology as well as psychology, and when these two are blended together, there is nothing but known as social psychology, wherein you are studying about group, the behavioral change, the attitude change, communication, group processes and group decision making, how an individual and his psychology is affecting his other team members. For example, if there is a team member who's really emotional and is very reactive and not able to behave well with others in a difficult situation or challenging situation, how does that make the other people in the group also, get affected by his behavior? Coming to anthropology. Now anthropology is the study of societies. Now how one society or culture is different from the other society or culture. Indians have a different way of thinking, feeling, behaving because of the culture that we've been brought up in. Americans or our other foreign counterparts have a different way of behaving, feeling, etc. because of the culture that they have been brought up in. So from a group point of view, we are looking at their values, their attitudes, as well as the cross-cultural analysis. Organization point of view, we are looking at the organization culture and the organization environment in total. Why do we need to bother studying about organization behavior? Well, you might ask this question to you, why bother studying about OB? Simple fact that we need to understand it has practical application. Whenever there are human beings, you need to understand they will be very, there will be a practical demonstration of their behavior, etc. It also helps you understand personal growth of people, and also it helps you to increase your knowledge base increase your understanding about why people behave the way they do, and be more observant in your interactions with people. Certain challenges that are being faced by organization behavior. Let's take a look at that. It helps to improve the quality and the productivity of people, improving people's skills and interpersonal skills, the way people behave and interact with one another. It helps to manage your workforce diversity, because when you're working with people from different cultures and different backgrounds and communities and diversities. So it helps you to understand all of that. It helps you to respond to globalization, because when your company is talking to people from the foreign counterparts, you are able to understand globalization as a whole. And it helps you to empower your people. When you understand people, you help them to empower themselves. Now, certain opportunities for organization behavior. As mentioned before, it helps you to increase your foreign assignments. You can send people to other foreign lands to work. Working with people from different cultures, it helps you to improve your customer service, and it helps you to improve your quality as well as your productivity. So these are certain opportunities wherein if you study organization behavior, these are certain opportunities which can come your way for your organization. Well friends, that was all about organization behavior. We do hope you have enjoyed listening to this particular module on organization behavior. Keep watching, more videos coming your way. Thank you very much.